At some point, somebody has to say something about what's going on with the team.
Do not give the ball to Kelsey Mitchell when the game is on the line.
A couple things when it came to Stephanie White, right? And one of the things were, does she really care about winning?
And I'll be damned if Stephanie White draws up a play, give it to Kelsey, and she doings the layup.
Stephanie White and Kelsey Mitchell have long been respected as key figures in the WNBA. White is a coach known for her intensity and sharp basketball mind, Mitchell as one of the most dynamic guards in the league. But over the past few months, their names have surfaced in a completely different context, a bubbling tension with Phoenix Mercury's fiery forward, Sophie Cunningham. On the surface, these players and coaches operate in different lanes, but the moments that fans and analysts have zeroed in on suggest something deeper, something that feels personal.
I mean, my goodness, guys. My goodness.
Now, I can't admit, when it comes to the end of the game, her rotations, her deciding who to play and who not to play, it does make her look a little bit enigmatic.
The internet has erupted, and they are going to be roasting Kelsey Mitchell today.
To many, it looks like White and Mitchell can't stand Cunningham, and the footage, quotes, and game time interactions prove it. It starts with Sophie Cunningham herself. She has built a reputation around the league as someone who plays with edge. She's physical, she talks, and she's unafraid to step into conflicts that others shy away from. For her fans, this is what makes her exciting. For her critics, it borders on arrogance and unnecessary provocation. Cunningham thrives on walking that line, and she knows it.
And I just knew, when they was down by 3, I just knew they was going to give the ball to Sophie. And to be for real, they could have easily won that game. The game was going back and forth, back and forth. I mean, this final 10 seconds, guys, before we go over the box score, I mean, y'all gotta see this, bro. Give the ball. Here it is. Nope, that ain't even a play. Lexi Hall was hitting shots. She hit her 3. Bang.
Her attitude is as much a part of her brand as her ability to hit threes or play lockdown defense. Naturally, this kind of persona doesn't come without enemies, and when the Fever have squared off against the Mercury, both White and Mitchell have made their feelings clear in ways that didn't go unnoticed. One of the clearest pieces of evidence came during a heated regular season matchup. Cunningham had already established herself as a pest, bumping into players, throwing her arms out for calls, and jawing at whoever would listen. Late in the third quarter, Kelsey Mitchell and Cunningham clashed on a drive.
Right? You can't necessarily understand what she's doing. I've been saying it for the past couple games where I'm like, man, I'm just not understanding. Like, she was shooting extremely well, and you benched her the entire game. What's up with that? Why you're not playing this player, that player? What's up with the rotation? I find myself doing this.
Mitchell hit the floor hard, got up quickly, and looked directly at Cunningham with an expression that said everything. No smile, no handshake, no attempt to de-escalate, just a cold stare that lingered for several seconds. Fans caught it instantly. Social media exploded with slowed-down replays and captions like, "Mitchell hates her," and "She really can't stand Sophie." Stephanie White's reaction in that same game poured gasoline on the fire.
It's a final. Missed is 88, the Fever 84, tough consecutive. Yes, not to mention this is a consecutive loss for the Fever. Now, what's more crazy about all of this? Sophie Cunningham was literally standing there at the three-point line like this, wide open. Caitlin even looked frustrated and pissed off. I mean, I just cannot believe they gave that damn ball. They gave that damn ball to Kelsey Mitchell, guys.
After Cunningham was whistled for a hard foul, cameras caught White gesturing angrily from the sidelines, yelling at officials about her physical play. The frustration wasn't just about one call, it was about a pattern. White has been in the league long enough to know when a player is testing boundaries, and Cunningham had done it repeatedly. The coach's visible anger, the way she shook her head whenever Sophie made contact, was telling.
Kelsey Mitchell creates some space. Man, I don't want to hear another damn thing about Kelsey Mitchell, bro. I don't want to hear about Kayla. At this point, I don't even want Kayla to come back and play with this BS team, bro. I don't even want her to come back this season. This is ridiculous. I don't give a damn because when the game is on the line, Kelsey Mitchell do not have a clutch bone in her body.
White is known for being composed even in tough situations, but when it comes to Cunningham, she simply doesn't hide her disdain. That alone was proof enough for fans who have been watching this storyline unfold. The tension wasn't a one-off incident either. In interviews following that game, Mitchell chose her words carefully, but her tone revealed plenty. Asked about the physical nature of the matchup, she simply said, "We know how they play," followed by a pause and a look that said she had more to add but wouldn't. The phrase, "we know how they play," became a kind of shorthand online for how players feel about Sophie Cunningham specifically. It's dismissive, laced with the implication that her style is cheap or unsportsmanlike. Fans quickly began splicing that quote into highlight videos of Mitchell glaring at Sophie or avoiding her after whistles. White, for her part, has also thrown in some subtle jabs.
The defensive end and stay on our front. Yeah, we got to get it going. We're just playing slow, playing a little bit sloppy. They're outworking us, and that's just not part of our DNA. So we got to pick it up on the defensive end.
They had the damn game won, bro. In the bag. In the bag. At this point, I would have rather seen Lexi with the ball at the end.
Yeah, Mystics had a strong end to the second half, strong start to the third quarter. How do you get that momentum back?
When asked in a press conference about her team's ability to handle Phoenix's physicality, she responded with, "We just focus on playing basketball the right way." While she didn't mention Cunningham by name, the meaning was clear to anyone listening. It was a veiled shot at Sophie, painting her as the embodiment of the wrong way. Reporters in the room picked up on it instantly, and within hours, WNBA Twitter was buzzing with takes like, "White just shaded Sophie without even saying her name." Cunningham hasn't exactly backed down either.
Just furious right now with Stephanie White. I just cannot believe this, bro. They had the damn game won.
Yeah, I mean, they're a young team. They're good. They have a lot of fight to them, but it's on them.
Man, they got their ass beat. Where's the last 10 seconds? I just said that last game, bro. Do not give the ball to Kelsey Mitchell at the end.
In a post-game presser earlier in the season, she smirked when asked about opponents being frustrated with her style. "If they don't like it, that's their problem," she said. "I'm not changing who I am." Comments like that only pour fuel on the fire and make it even more obvious why players like Mitchell and coaches like White can't stand her. Sophie thrives on being the villain. She doesn't want to be liked, she wants to get under your skin, and with the fever, she succeeded. This rivalry has extended beyond just words and looks. There have been several on-court moments where the animosity was crystal clear. In another matchup, Mitchell drove into the lane, finished through contact, and immediately turned toward Cunningham as if to prove a point. No celebration for the crowd, no glance at her teammates, just a direct message aimed at Sophie.